Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I know it's been a hot minute, but like many of you, I have had a dumpster fire of a professional week going into a week and a half. And I'm hoping that with Thanksgiving coming up next week, I'll have a few minutes to kind of take a breath. Although I will be going home to Ohio, which being with family creates more drama, more obligations, more exhaustion. So I don't know that net it will be as relaxing as I definitely need it to be, but we'll hope for the best. And also, since I'm going to Columbus, I will have an opportunity to go to Bath & Body Works test stores, and I'm very excited about that, if nothing else. So I have a string of single candle reviews coming up for you, many of which are Bath & Body Works candles. And I know that I say optimistically, aspirationally, every time I start one of these videos, this one will be really short. And then 15 minutes later, we're still talking about the same candle. I really do think today will be short though, because I really don't have much to say about this candle, and I don't really have that many positive things to say. My luck has run out a little bit with Bath & Body Works candles. So as you know, I burn a lot of different companies in my house. I burn Kringle, I burn Homeworks, I burn Bath & Body Works, I burn Voluspa and Patty Wax and Root and all kinds of different candles, for sure. So definitely not all Bath & Body Works. The Bath & Body Works ones that I purchase tend to be ones that I really, really like in terms of the fragrance. And since, at least up to this point, I had been much more selective in the candles that I was choosing from Bath & Body Works, I just had a great deal of luck for a while. They were burning amazing, you know. I have hit a few candles now, though, that are not amazing in terms of burn. And Bath & Body Works isn't known for, like, the strength of their burns, but I do think they are decent for the most part. Anyway, my luck has run out. So we have a few in here that are not great. This is one of them. All right, so this one I really had high hopes for. This is Apple and Charcoal White Barn, and it's in this beautiful like suede matte kind of naturals look, really pretty. This came out in the first wave of fall candles, which was like June, May. Like it's been like a half a year ago when this came out. I believe it's still available. It's $26.95. So Apple and Charcoal, I believe, was a new fragrance for them this year in this Naturals line. The notes on the bottom were sweet red apple, smoked charcoal, and that's it. So actually, often when they have like a 2-note candle, because 3 is fairly standard for Bath & Body Works, when it's a 2-note candle, that probably should have been an indication of something. The thing is, there's not a whole lot of charcoal, but it was tremendously sooty. So now I am getting some charcoal, but not in an intentional way. Like it's bad charcoal. Before the soot, there was very little charcoal. And I did think that there was maybe underneath it a nuance of something that was a little deeper and darker. And the apple was very fresh and very authentic. And it was kind of one of those beautiful like September kind of fragrances where you go into the apple season and you want just a really nice, kind of fairly standard apple candle. I feel like this would have been a really great one. I did end up burning it kind of in September. I think it was like the end of September into October. And I just didn't love it. It just is so boring. I don't know what else to say. It is an apple, and it kind of leans in that kind of like Yankee Candle Macintosh direction, but it's just not, it doesn't distinguish itself enough from that genre or any other, and there isn't really any charcoal in it. The performance wasn't bad for the first third of the candle. I was consistently getting like a 7.5 out of it, maybe even an 8 in some of those early burns, but it was so sooty. And friends, I'm down to about here. It's like a little below the halfway point, and I've had puny wicks now for 3 burns in a row, and I'm just over it. I'm over it. I don't even know, given the soot, if it's something that I can easily put in my crock, but I'm heading to work right now and there's a crock in my office. So I may just take it and see if I can get something else out of it. I feel like this is one of those like colleague friendly scents too. It's just apple. Like, how offended can people be? Yeah, so I would say discount the charcoal. I'm burning this one right now too. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, so next to it. So I just started burning this one, which is Birchwood or Orchard, which is one of the new quote unquote holiday ones, but it actually has a ton of apple in it. This is white birch trees, fresh apples, and a hint of clove. And I was burning it yesterday and I'm like, man, this is just like a really strong apple candle. But next to this one, which is just like straight up Woodward, only apple, then this one seems real perfumey, almost floral. Almost floral. This one is definitely more interesting. I'll give it that. And if it came across at a 7 or 7.5, I'd be a lot happier with it. I've only burned it like once or twice, and I was kind of getting like a 5, if not a 4. Not my jam. Do not like that. So this is going the direction of not being happy with this one either, but at least it's much more interesting. This one just isn't interesting. I don't know what else to tell you. Not interesting. And when that much of your candle is not burning correctly and is sooty on top of it, I mean, it's just not a thumbs up for me. What can I say? Would I repurchase this one next year? Absolutely not, under no circumstances. If I wanted a straight up apple, I would just get Macintosh from Yankee Candle or Macintosh from Kringle Candle, right? Here's the thing. It's kind of like in cooking. Like, you can do something uber simple, you know, like they tell you in like Top Chef or whatever. You can do something simple, but it has to be executed flawlessly. Yeah? This is one of those candles where it's like, not a whole lot going on. If it was a lot more charcoal, then at least it would be something. But it's not something. It's just apple. That's it. So it better be flawless. Like, this needs to come across as an 8 every single time that I burn it perfectly, no problems, all the way down to the wick clips, etc. And it did not do that. So friends, I don't know what to say. A lot of people experienced fairly good performance on this. And so I was kind of anticipating that. And perhaps I just got a lemon. A lemon of my apple candle. It's a lemon apple. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you had a different experience, definitely put it down below, because I am really interested in that. My question to you though, even if it burned well, is would you repurchase it? I mean, the fall candles are just like so, it's prime real estate. Like all right. Anyway, you can kind of tell what my impression of it is that it is like a very standard and fairly authentic and nice apple, no messing around, nothing else in it, but it is a little bit on the generic and boring side, and it did not perform well. So there you go. Even if it performed really well, I don't know that I would get it again. There's just too much else to burn. And I wanted more charcoal. I wanted charcoal. I wanted depth. I wanted originality and richness, and it just wasn't there for me. There you go. I do think it's maybe still available, although I did see it on clearance at a certain point when they were trying to like clearance off some of their fall candles. But if it's still around, you can pick it up, and you might see it in semi-annual too. It might be worth semi-annual price, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. And I've got a whole line of Bath & Body Works candles coming up, so gird your loins for those. At least 2 of them I was fairly impressed with. So, but we are seeing several Bath & Body Works here, and I'm not pleased with the way this one is firing up right now, but let's just hope that it improves upon being burned. All right, my friends, I'll catch you in the next one.